I'm just pulled over. My headliner thing, it like covers my head and my neck to prevent, I put it in here to prevent, wind chill. It was adding so much thickness to my head that my helmet hurts. Hurts wearing it, so I can't exactly do that in here. But it's about 65 to 68 degrees out now. I'm somewhere in New Mexico, in between Las Vegas and Springer. I'm just outside of Springer. So, I've actually passed Springer, and I'm heading to a gas station just another few miles down the road. But it's just been a long, mostly straight road. Alrighty, we're live again. Alright, well that was 142 from Santa Fe. I'm in Springer. Start engine. Just filled up at the Chevron here. Only have about 20 miles until Raton Pass. And then beyond that, it's about another, well, it's 183 from here, so it's 160, I think, from Raton to Colorado Springs. So should be there in about 2.5 hours. It's 2:51 local, so it'll be 4:55, 5:30 when I reach Aunt Ruth. I took off my latex gloves. It's about 65 now. I don't remember. At least it'll be warmer. Oops. Didn't lock that on. Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And that's how you merge. Raton Pass. It's up. I think my aunt said it's up above 10,000 feet. It might be up at near 12. I don't remember. But Ma, no hands. Woo! There was ice warning in the pass last night, and I only made it to Albuquerque, which was plenty far for yesterday. It was about 450 miles yesterday. I'm already 230 into today. So I guess I'll kind of talk about how I started riding, and hopefully make this short, because I tend to ramble. So a lot of edits are probably ensued. I wanted to ride for about 3 years before I actually bought my first bike. It started with seeing some YouTube videos of vloggers. They'd put a camera on their bike or on their helmet, and they'd do this. The first one I can really remember coming across was Bilma. He and his friend Tracy have toured all of the United States on motorcycles. His first YouTube video I came across was on a Honda. It was called Operation Clam Chowder. He was going up to Maine. His channel is called By Way of Motorcycle, and he has several of them up there. I think he's 7. He's working on number 8. And I thought that was just the coolest thing that he and his best friend had plans to go across all the states, or be in all the states, on motorcycles. And get it all on footage, and do trip vlogs, and just something to remember. And that kind of gave me the spark, and it was just, I never wanted to ride a motorcycle before I started flying, which was 3 years ago. And then I got bit by the bug. My neighbor took me for a motorcycle ride on the back of a Honda 919. It's 1989, I think. CB 919. Wow, a turn. What is this? What is this? And we're done. then the next vlogger I found was Rebel Yell 91, and he was actually Arizona based, and he started riding while he was in high school. I just thought it was the coolest thing that someone my age at the time was doing this. And he has a few years on me, but the videos I was coming across are a few years old. So it was right at like the same time in our lives, age-wise, that he was riding and doing YouTube videos. So that didn't help any. And he had a cool red Kawasaki Ninja 250, and I came across Blinky Cab in Blinky Cab Moto Vlogs, and he had a cool 2010 Ninja 250 with the special edition green and white paint scheme. And I just thought it was the best thing ever. And so I got seriously influenced by those three people for the most part. And then others followed afterwards, but like my top three remembering and who got me into it are Blinky Cab, Bilma, and Rebel Yell. And now Rebel Yell's a friend of mine, so that's really neat. I actually almost bought his last motorcycle. I could have made do with a TLR, but without the ABS, I would have been much more hesitant, and without fuel injection, I don't think I'd like it as much. So I digress, but I do wish I wish I could have bought it from him. It was like my secondary dream bike, TLR 650. It's actually the bike that inspired this road trip. I've now established the route, which is here behind me. So, and also I'll put up a picture. I have a little picture of what the bike will look like. But I'll insert a picture now of the motorcycle that I'm going to strive and get. So fast forward 3 years, I'd been watching lots of motorcycle vloggers in that time. I came across a bunch. I deleted a bunch just because their content got too graphic or just ridiculous in the content. It was just stupid. But the ones I did watch kept putting out videos, and then Jeff stopped. And then Bilma said, "I'm done on YouTube, adios." And then that stopped. Blinky Cab stopped at the same time too. It was like everyone shut down, and all the new generation 40,000 subscriber motovloggers who do the dumb junk took over. So I was looking around. I had my first job, and I was spending half my paycheck getting to work in a truck, and the insurance is really high. And you're like, wow, now I really have a reason to ride. Wink, wink. And I started scouting around. I thought about buying something like this, actually. I was really thinking about buying a new GSA, or a new GS at the time. They hadn't brought out the new GSA yet. And it was just so big, it was intimidating, and I'd done my MSF, but I just knew that it'd be better to start on something small and got really good gas mileage than to start on something larger with better gas mileage still. And I also just couldn't afford at the time the bigger displacement bike. So I bought my Honda with 5 years of warranty, and it has ABS brakes, and it gets 75 to 83 miles a gallon. And thus entered into my life Maverick, my CBR 250R. Fast forward 3 months after that, I've put 7,000 miles on it, and then I did a 405 mile day on the 250 while the GS was sitting at home waiting to get the valve checked. So the whole trip was 405 miles in 11 hours and 11 hours 45 minutes. And it was a blast, but it was very fatiguing. I've done 450 miles on this GS now in one day, and I was just tired. I wasn't fatigued, I was just tired because I didn't get much sleep last night. So I've been riding the Honda all around the state, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I am keeping the bike. It's such a great little commuter. A friend of ours had a BMW, and I talked to him. He's like, "Yeah, I have a 1200 GS," and within like a few weeks of riding, I was filling up at Costco where he works. He saw me pull up, and my mom had already told him, yeah, he's riding a bike now, and it's a 250, and he's gonna have it the rest of his life, and blah blah blah. He's like, no, he'll draw of it in about, I'll give him 3 months, maybe 6, a year at the most. Pulled up to the gas station. He's like, hey, sometime we'll go for a ride. I have off a few days each week. We'll go for a ride, and you'll hop on mine, I'll hop on yours, and like that. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I talked to him. My dad talked to him. I'm like, hey, let's go for a ride. So went for a ride one Saturday, and instantly it was like, this bike is so cool. Oh, whoa, it's powerful. So it's so smooth, and got back from the test ride. Like, wow, I really want a 1200 now. Not even gonna ride the other ones. Cut it short. 1 week later, I buy his bike, and GS 1200. There's a test ride in a few weeks, and then another test ride for Yamaha like a week or two after that. And I was gonna test their Super Tenere.
I know you can't.
How do you like the BMW?
It's great. I was doing 400, 500 mile days from here to Colorado Springs. And I mean, 85, 90 in the spots where there's nothing. My only complaint is if anything breaks on it, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's going to change your menu.
Oh, that's right. This is the ES model.
This is the ES model. Hit
Cool.
it again.
This bike is so powerful. Check out the burnout. Yeah.